Okay, let's talk about something that is, I think we can all agree, incredibly frustrating. You have this amazing idea in your head, you're excited about it, but then when you go to actually explain it, something just gets lost. It's a total mess. Well, today we're going to break down exactly why that happens and what you can actually do about it. You know the feeling, right? You've got this killer concept. In your mind, it is crystal clear. You see all the pieces, you see how they fit together, it's perfect. But then you open your mouth, you start talking to someone, and you can almost feel the words getting tangled up on the way out. And bam, there it is. The moment where your brilliant idea suddenly sounds like a jumbled, confusing mess. Yeah, that's what we're getting into. It's this very specific, almost maddening sensation. It's like having something on the tip of your tongue, but for an entire thought. You know what you want to say, you can feel the shape of it, but you just can't get the words out clearly. And it usually shows up in a few classic ways, right? It just comes out messy, not at all like the neat little package that was in your head. Or maybe you find yourself just talking in circles, repeating the same points. Or even worse, you completely lose your train of thought mid-sentence. And then you get that sinking feeling. Ugh, this is not at all how I meant for this to sound. And what's so infuriating about it is that you're not confused. You get it. The idea itself is solid. The problem isn't the thought, it's the bridge between the thought and the spoken word. So if you've been beating yourself up about this, I want you to just stop for a second. Let's completely reframe what's going on here, because I promise you, it's not what you think it is. Let me be absolutely clear on this one. This is not an intelligence problem. It is not a sign that you're a bad communicator or that you don't understand your own ideas. It has nothing to do with how smart you are. Here's the real issue. The whole problem is that you're trying to express an idea that hasn't actually finished forming yet. You're basically trying to build the airplane while it's already going down the runway. It's just not going to work. And this brings us to this really fascinating concept that might just be a game changer for you. It's the idea of becoming a verbal thinker. Let's take a look at the mechanics of how this kind of mind works. So, a verbal thinker doesn't process thoughts in complete, polished sentences. Nope. Instead, your mind works in fragments, in connections, in these half-formed little sparks of ideas. And here's the key. Those ideas only become truly clear and structured while you are speaking them out loud. For you, the talking is the thinking. And this is where the central conflict lies. Over here, you have all this external pressure. You've got to explain things quickly, sound organized, be polished right from the start. But over on the other side, that's your natural process. Thinking in fragments, making connections on the fly, and literally forming the idea as you speak. These two things are in a constant battle. And this conflict, this pressure to perform a finished product, is the exact reason you get that I know what I mean, but I can't say it feeling. You are short-circuiting your own thought process by trying to make it look pretty before it's even done. So what's the fix? Well, it's not about forcing yourself to be a perfect speaker. It's about giving yourself the space to let the idea develop first. And that's where this really simple process comes in. Let's call it the clarity system. It's literally just 3 steps. First, you open up the voice mode in your favorite AI tool. Second, and this is the most important part, you just talk. For 5 or 10 minutes, just think out loud. Let it be a mess. Don't censor yourself. And finally, you just ask the AI to organize everything you just said into clear sections. When you do this, something really cool happens. All that pressure is just gone. You're not in a performance situation anymore, trying to hand someone a raw, half-formed idea and hope they get it. Instead, you're just looking at a transcript of your own thoughts. You get to be the editor. You are simply refining something that's already there on the page. It's not a high-pressure performance anymore. It's just an editing job. So much easier. Okay, theory is great, but I really want you to actually try this. So I'm giving you a little homework, a 5-minute experiment. You can do it right after this. So here's what you're going to do. Pick one idea, just one, that you've been struggling to get across clearly. Now, resist the urge to write anything down or overthink it. Just open that voice tool and talk it out for 5 minutes using the system we just covered. Then, just see what happens. Because if any of this has been resonating with you today, the big takeaway is really simple, but it's profound. You don't need to stress about getting better communication skills. What you really need is just a better, more forgiving process for forming your thoughts in the first place.
So please, give that little experiment a try. See how it feels to finally get those amazing ideas out of your head and into the world, clearly and confidently. And if you want to dive a little deeper on this, you can learn more by visiting the link in the bio.